everybody, and welcome back to another class with the YogaLIT Club. Today we are adding on to our HIIT flow, our HIIT series. So it's going to be a short, compressed, but energized practice. So you'll just need your mat, yourselves, maybe some water, and we can begin. Starting at the top of our mats, feet come hip-width distance apart. We'll swing those hands, those arms above head, fingers touch. Shaking on out of those sides, standing up tall. Then we'll exhale as we do a slight back bend. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, forward fold. Really engaging those lower abs, maybe bending the knees. Really stretching through the fingers. And then we'll exhale, controlled, on down over the legs. Shake it on out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Again, we always have the option to inhale on the shins or on the mat. Then we'll exhale over the legs, rolling ourselves back up. Let's do that again. Hands touch, standing up tall. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, back to center. Making sure that core is nice and tight as we exhale into a flat back. Hold it, keeping everything tight, really elongating through the fingers. Again, exhale, nice and controlled. On over the legs, shake it on out. Inhale, halfway lift. On the mat or on the shins. Exhale, on down. Let's do that one more time. Hands come to touch, standing up tall. Inhale to prepare, exhale takes you back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, takes you to flat back. Holding here. And then we'll exhale, nice and controlled, over the legs. Again, shaking it out. Maybe straightening out the right, bending the left. Doing the same on the opposite. Then we'll come to a halfway lift. And then prepare for our first Chaturanga Dandasana. Stepping into a plank. Leaning forward, coming down. Inhale, upward dog. Broadening through the chest. Exhale, on back to downward. Rolling through your downward dog, we're going to bring the right knee into the chest, holding it there. Then we'll pivot over to the left side, dropping that right leg out, fallen triangle, holding here. Finding your way back into that plank, that modified plank, knee to chest. Then we'll pivot again to the left, really broadening through the chest, pushing out of the side body. Let's do that one more time. Knee to chest, pivot on over, drop that leg, broaden through the chest, and then we'll come on down to a Chaturanga Dandasana modified, bringing it maybe all the way down to the mat, pushing your way back up to the upward, and then downward dog. But of course, we must do this on the other side. So inhale, and then exhale, rolling yourselves on forward. Let's bring the left knee into the chest, pivot to the right, dropping, broadening, and then bringing it on down, back to the chest. Let's do that 2 more times. Last time, really keeping that core tight. We'll pivot to the right side, left leg extends, really pushing through, holding here, and then we'll find our way back into plank, moving through that Chaturanga Dandasana, or just meeting me in downward dog. Staying in downward dog just for about 2 breaths. 2 refreshing breaths before walking our hands to our feet. Coming to a halfway lift at your deepest point, and then sliding yourself up using your core. Inhaling, exhaling, flat back. Again, keeping those lower abs tight, maybe bending the knees. Exhaling over the legs. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, holding tight. Exhale over the legs. Last time here. Inhale, arms really stretching forward, bending or straightening the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Shake it on out, and then meet me back in downward dog. We'll run through the same sequence 2 more times. 3 sets of these beautiful fallen triangles. So holding in downward dog. Inhaling, coming into a plank, bringing that right knee into the chest. We'll go ahead, pivot it over to the left, fallen triangle. Back into the chest, last time. Pivoting over to the left, dropping that leg, fallen triangle. And then we'll go through that Chaturanga Dandasana, doing the same on the other side. We'll roll through plank, really undulating through the spine, and then bringing that left knee into the chest, holding here, and then pivoting over to the right, dropping that leg, really pushing up and out of the side body, and broadening through the chest, bringing that knee back to the chest. 1 more time, over to the right, inhale, exhale back to center. Let's flow through that vinyasa, meeting me and downward. Staying here, 2 delicious breaths, and then we'll push our way back to the feet. Again, rolling through that halfway lift and flat back sequence. Inhaling, halfway lift on the mat and then on the shins. Dragging yourselves on up, really engaging those lower core muscles, either bending or straightening the knees, elongating through the fingers, the arms. Exhale over the legs. Again, inhale, flat back. Exhale over the legs, really sending those hips up to the ceiling, wanting to get a good stretch on the hamstrings as well. Last time. Exhale, forward fold, meeting me back in downward dog. Option to come into a halfway lift before walking on out to a downward dog. Staying here just a breath, and then we'll roll ourselves through to a high plank, bringing that right knee into the chest, holding, and then we'll hold 1, extend 2, drop 3, push out of that side body. Inhale, back to center. Let's move to that vinyasa. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, upward dog. Staying here, just another breath. And then exhale, back to downward dog. Again, guys, let's finish off on the left side. Inhale. Exhale brings you to that high plank, bringing that left knee into the chest. Hold 1, 2, 3. Pivot over to the right, and then we'll drop. Again, broadening. And we'll move right back to the center. Last vinyasa here. Staying here a little bit longer in downward dog, maybe spreading out the feet a little bit wider, allowing the chest to get a little bit deeper, the sternum to fall towards the mat a little more. Then we will walk our hands to our feet, grabbing hold of both elbows. Inhale, exhale over the legs, really sending the sitting bones towards the ceiling, the sky, allowing the stretch to be felt along the whole body. Inhale to a flat back, last one. Really tightening that core, stretching through the fingers. Then we'll roll ourselves up to standing, fingers touch. Exhaling, Samasthiti. Thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll see you in another class. Have a great day. Namaste.